Are we good? We're good. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope that you are doing fabulous, darling. I am doing pretty good. Make sure to go ahead and thumbs up this video. That lets me know that you are enjoying these reviews and you want me to continue for the next week. Make sure to go ahead and get into feature points. I love that app. It's self-explanatory. Just use my code down below for free gift cards. It's amazing. Also, make sure to follow me on my social media on Twitter and Instagram at MissTP90. I'm always up there. And you never know, I just might follow you back. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right on into this thing. We're there for Mimi's party for her riblet. Chris. Tiara comes there like, hey, praise the Lord. How's everybody doing? And Tommy like, hello. She too giddy around me. And I know good and well Scrap didn't tell. You know good and damn well Scrap ain't tell her nothing. Tiara had to tell everybody what she does again. She was like, so I only waitress like for just 2 days out of the week. But all through the week, I work at one of the largest international, all under the water Spider-Man, Superman, trilogy financial firms of the world. Got it? Okay, Tiara, you don't get tired. You got 2 jobs. We get it. I busted out laughing when Tommy said, so when are you a mom? Tiara was like, wait. How you know my kid? Tommy was like, I know your kid because I know your baby daddy. How do I know your baby daddy? Because I sit on his face almost every other night. I said, Tommy, woo! Tommy, you were ready with the ammunition tonight. Pop, 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 pop. Tommy went from 0 to 100. Then she was looking at Tiara like, I'm crazy, bitch. And she told her that and her lip like went up a little bit. Tiara was sitting there like, hold up, how the hell I'm gonna get this bit? Because I'm sitting over here and she really is crazy. So you know what happens on Love and Hip Hop. They throw those drinks and then security comes. So it was a thrown drink by Tiara. Tommy lunged, security came, it was ass everywhere, literally. People didn't have on no drawers. I mean, weave pulling, it was just a lot. I don't know how they thought that it was gonna end. Like, I know good and well they weren't gonna play patty cake. Mimi was like, I can't believe this happened for my riblet, Chris. And no one invited. I didn't invite them. Mimi, shut the hell up, acting like you don't know what a fight looked like. Hush, you've been in plenty. Oh, we start talking to Rashida. I guess Rashida's saying her and Adam's apple are doing good. Their new house from last season is still under construction. What's up with all these homes of reality stars being under construction? I'm just saying. They moved out of the old house to go and stay in the apartment from last season that got Kirk in trouble. I'm confused. I'm just what was wrong with the other house? I just don't. They have a little powwow and Rashida's telling him everything that's been happening lately with the girls and how Mama D came over to press and he was like, yeah, I saw that because I got that surveillance. You know what? Kirk got the audacity to say since he bought the store that he can have surveillance in there. Sir, you need surveillance on you. As much chat as you be doing. I'm done. I can't with them. I'm done. What's Rashida and them's last name? The Frost Bird. Tiara is en route to the studio with her wrist all wrapped up and her broken finger. I mean, she set it. They set it up the way that camera panned to that broken wrist and finger. And she was like, I had time to do some thorough research on Miss Tommy while I was in the urgent care all day. I hollered yet again. Scrap and his brother Sass are in the studio, and surprisingly enough, their song is I'm a dog. Something about their doggies and their dogs. And I was like, got it. Duh. Scrap had his Amarion You Got Served braids. I mean, they weren't as messy as Amarion's was in the movie, but they weren't as smooth either. He asked the dumbest ass questions I've ever seen on Love and Hip Hop. Well, you know what? I'm just saying he's in the running of dumbass questions. He like, yo, what you so upset for? If anybody comes in and they have any bandages on, yeah, I think they're gonna be upset. Tiara was like, does she know that I hold you down? And they have the dumbest ass responses on this show. Was like, yeah, I told her. Lies you tell, Scrap, lies. Then she go in on him. She gonna break her other wrist. I don't know what it is. Tiara Tiara, she lunges and she doesn't look at where she's going. That's how the hell you got in the last situation, ma'am. Tiara said, you know what? You better fix this. And I'm going to be there when you fix this with Tommy. And also, if you want to see your son, you better get her out of his life. I was like, oh, shoot, you done used the kid? Oh, snap. Here's the kicker. I see what she was doing and all of that, but baby, he done kept you away from the other woman for a year, boo. Like, what? I can't. I'm done. Mimi is moving, and Arian and Chris are helping her move because those are the leading ladies in her life. She was like, I'm moving for my daughter. And no, Chris is not moving. Chris has her own apartment, and that's how it is. Arian was like, oh, this is so nice that y'all are together, so officially you can say you're a lesbian. Mimi said, no, I'm not a lesbian. And we all like, how, Sway? Chris doesn't identify as a female. He identifies as a male. So that means that Mimi is still straight. I was like, you know what? Okay then. I don't care if she introduced an edible arrangement to everybody. It would be better than Nico. I am just figuring out that Arian's filter is missing. You know how everybody has a filter? Arian doesn't have one. I don't think the accessories are not included for her. Even though Arian doesn't have a filter, these were the questions that I was thinking about too. Like, I just want to know. You always want to be nosy with other people's relationships. You just do. Young Jock and Scrap are going to the radio station to do an interview. Scrappy's modeling entertainment agency is going great. And you know what? I have to do this for Scrap because he took something that he enjoys, aka women being brutal, and putting them out there. You know what? That makes sense. It makes sense. Now, Jock, on the other hand, he wants to go into partnership. Scrap, I don't think that's a great idea just because he's going to be messing with the merchandise. We have a new castmate named D. Smith, model, actress, artiste. She's a baker. She just had a lot of titles. I was like, okay, girl. All the girls, Rashida, Mimi, and Tammy, are headed to a breast cancer awareness runway type of event, and they're going to support all their homegirls, and D. Smith is going to be walking in it. I was like, yes, Love and Hip Hop, you better set up this stage because there's no other way all these girls would have met in one night. So they're looking at the runway, all the girls walking. We see Bambi with the long old hair. Then we see D. Smith. She was like, I was like, yes, girl, you better walk. Tammy was like, yes, bitch. I want her to be, I want her to do my fashion line and stuff. After the show is the after party. Yeah. After the party is the hotel lobby. Yeah. Okay, Fiesta. I had to. Ooh wee. After the show, she was like, oh my God, I'm missing one of my friends. And she gets into the back of a car. I was like, what the hell is this? Episode of Fatal Attraction, but it's her best friend Betty Idol. She didn't want to see Bambi because she been messing with Scrappy. I was like, hold the hell up. Who is Hoppo? Who are you? And what the hell you? Huh? Come to find out, Betty Idol doesn't like Tammy either because she heard Waka Flocka's interview about the trans community and his thoughts on Caitlyn Jenner and his homophobic comments. D. Smith was like, what? We gonna come back to that a little later. AK and her dog, no, the dog wasn't there. They meet up with Tommy to see what had happened was the other night when she put the little bug in her ear. We finally figure out why KK don't like Tiara. So, something had happened was with Scrap, Sass, and KK with their father. Something happened with that. So Scrap and Sass went to jail. KK went on the run so that she could make sure the kids had their fun so that they could get out the jailhouse. Tiara was the only one in between all of them taking phone calls and stuff, and she ratted KK out to the feds. Then KK got caught and then she got released. I said, well, my God, Jesus Christ, you a rat too, girl? Lord have mercy, my name is Bennett. I'm not in it, hell no. But still, KK girl, you were trying to run. You are not Scarface, sweetie. You are not. It's time for the model call with Scrappy and Young Jock. I have to say, Scrappy's haircut. Yes, sir. I rarely see it. That was a crisp little line. And the only other dude on this show that got a crisp little line. But sometimes you be like, you jet black still, Stevie? Really? Okay. Jock still wants Taylor, the assistant. And her gullible ass just fell for it. I said, you know what? So Kurt comes in his black and white, whatever, to talk about the store chat. Mama D was there like the pimp she is. Mama D was like, you know what, son? When you breathe, I breathe. I cannot with Mama D. Please escort her somewhere else. But she looked cute that night. I have to give that to her. Scrappy still can't wrap his head around why Kirk and Rashida did not come. You know, they had to go get that shmoney. But at the same time, I'm going to need Scrappy to understand that that's a little murky, especially if Erica is good friends with Rashida. Even though you, Kirk, and Rashida, homegirls, homeboys, y'all like brother and sister, all that good stuff, but that's a very compromising situation. And Kirk, like, you can't call nobody. You can't say, yo, we not gonna make it. Ooh, when Scrappy was really in his feelings and said, well, you can lead in. Like, if you ain't gonna support me, you can just not be around me. And Kirk, his petty ass, I'm gone in, I'm gone. Bye. Bye. D. Smith goes over to Tammy's spot, and Tammy, she was like, let me look like I'm hard at work, honey. Let me get this. Let me sew, baby. Let me sew. I said, you better sew, Tammy. So D. Smith tells her that, hey, I have been transitioning. And Tammy was looking like, transitioning what? You going to a different house or something? I was like, Tammy, get your life together. Transitioning. Put it together, ma'am. And Tammy was like, you know what? I don't really care. Like, it don't even matter. D. Smith took it up another notch. She was like, you know what? I did a little searching and I saw the interview with Waka. And she was like, yeah, I want to know, how do you stand with everything? Now, y'all know Tammy had to play Ring Around the Rosie with her answer. She could never give like a very clear answer. And she ended up saying, hey, live your truth, girl. I mean, who are me to judge? Whatever. And D. Smith, child, she could read right through that. She saw right through it. I said, girl, and Alex Mack, girl, Marion Braids, aka Scrap, is taking flowers to Tommy. Tommy, she's sitting there reading the magazine, not really waiting for him to knock on the door. Okay, did y'all catch Tommy go from fight mode to cry mode and wasn't no tears? I said, this bitch is crazy. Then she was like, are you still fucking Tiara? He was like, yes, I am. Boing, boing. At least Scrap was honest, but can somebody get Tommy's eyeballs from outside? Because the way they popped out, I said, oh, she was like, do you love me? Scrap was like, didn't you just ask me that last week? I was like, shit. So D. Smith wants Tammy and Betty Idol to meet. I knew this wasn't going to be good. I knew it. Doesn't Betty Idol speak like she's like giving her pageant speech? Everybody starts talking except for Betty Idol, and then she pops into the conversation when they start talking about Waka's interview. Tammy was like, yes, he has the same opinion, but I bet everybody wouldn't like your opinion all the time. And Betty Idol was like, everybody loves my opinion. I was like, you know what? I can't F's with Betty like that, because everybody, what? Ooh, but when Betty told Tammy, I don't really understand the relevancy of you either, quite frankly. I was like, no. They start going back and forth. Betty Idol starts speaking in Spanish. Tammy called it gibberish. Betty was like, in Spanish, I don't know what you're talking about either. So they just, rah, rah, rah. D. Smith was like, I'll take a titty. It was just out of nowhere. I was like, what? Tammy then told the universe, aka security, somebody better get her out of my face. Next thing you know, Tammy don't throw no drink. She just lunges. I said, whoa. Down below in the comments section, I would love to know, what did you think about that Betty Idol, Tammy Rivera incident? I would also love to know, what did you think about D. Smith and Tammy? What did you think about Scrap, Tommy, and Tiara? Let's just talk about this down below. It was a lot this episode. Next episode gonna be real good. Y'all know I had to catch my other favorite show on Monday nights, Black Ink. How the hell did Caesar get locked up, arrested in the middle of a tattoo? Like, I'd have been pissed. And I got a zebra just chilling on my lap. Hell no. Sassy, she been a real one since day one. She stay in the clutch with Puma. I said, yes! Duchess, when you came back, were you expecting an edible arrangement from everyone? I'm liking the new tattoo artist. I like her. Donna, did you expect them to make you the tattoo artist, ma'am? Guy always makes me holler. She was like, this new bitch is Duchess with green eyes and moist lips. Do you enjoy black ink? Let's talk about it down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to comment down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.